This is a review of last night's Night Callers program. Pretty great program. It was basically, they were talking about the recent outing that occurred near Sylacauga, Alabama last weekend. There were several guests. One of them was Pat Rance. Another was Diane Totten, the lady affectionately known as Grandmother. Well, that's actually her tribal name is Grandmother Many Horses or Grandmother Seven Horses. I can't remember which. But she talked quite a bit about things that she experienced while she was out there. She actually had found tiny fingerprints on her vehicle and heard what she thought was scratching, and also sounded like something. It felt like something shaking her vehicle. She has one of those campers. I think it's a camper. I believe that's what it is. But she thought she felt something shaking her camper and leaving fingerprints on her vehicle. She also found a footprint. She said she found a footprint not too far from the camp. So yes, she apparently did have something happen while she was out there. Was it a Sasquatch? Possibly. It may have been. Although, I mean, certainly there were other people in the camp, but that doesn't mean that there was anybody doing any hoaxing. And they talked about going down a road, and Pat and JB were out there, and JB didn't see this, but Pat saw some eye shine behind JB, which JB missed somehow. JB somehow missed the eye shine that was behind him. Uh, so Pat was able to spot this eye shine, and there was also a great footers. It was actually kind of a continuation of some of the stories that have been seen on hiking and camping and outdoors forums and things like that, outdoor sites of people having strange experiences while they were out in the woods, whether they were camping or hiking or doing whatever out in the woods. The tips in the field were just basically some tips for the newcomers that are coming into this, the ones who are attempting to find the answers. The main tip was have fun with it. Have fun with it. Don't be so serious all the time. And there were just basic field tips. It was a really great segment. I called in and I actually asked the panel if they'd ever heard any sounds such as what sounded a like a whistle in the throat, like a half whistle, half scream. Uh, I think I also asked them about if they'd ever heard a vocalization, which sounded like a 800-pound owl, and some of them said that they heard something like that. But it was a fascinating show. It was really great. I really enjoyed it. Next week on Night Callers, they'll be welcoming Christopher Knoll to the show. He'll be on the show to discuss his Sasquatch research. They'll begin at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. www.blogtalkradio.com/nightcallers. And then I haven't had a chance to listen to Bigfoot Tonight from last night. I apologize for that. I'll try and listen to it at my earliest convenience and do a review for it. Tonight on MNBRT Radio, Abe and Evie are concluding their Authors Month, and they're going to have Jody Cook on, the author of Traces of the Grassman, and also the co-author of Bigfoot Encounters in Ohio, Quest for the Grassman, and that's book he co-wrote with Christopher L. Murphy and George Clapison. And they'll be tonight, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, www.blogtalkradio.com/MNBRT. And as always, of course, we do encourage you to please tune in and support great research.